Here's where I am currently with the styrofoam drawing I started 2 days ago and worked on over these past 2 to 3 days. I'm almost done with it. I put this muscle definition on because she's supposed to be a wrestler. I got up sometime around somewhere between 10 and 11 in the morning. I think it was around 11 in the morning I got up today. I got up around 11:15 in the morning. I started having coffee maybe around that time. And then it was around 3:30 p.m. when I had the cheese spatzel Dad got from Aldi's the other day. All I have left to do for this styrofoam drawing is to do the these two blue hues to make the patterning for the sports bra. By the way, it was Dad who suggested I put these studs on the sports bra in order to contribute to that tough look. These are the hues I'll be using for the sports bra. I used this Sharpie marker to color in the toenails and fingernails. Use this one for the skin, this one for the studs. I used the ultrafine black Sharpie marker for the arms, their muscle definition, and their wrappings. These are some good meatballs. And this is some good mac and cheese. I believe Dad got both the mac and cheese and the meatballs during today's trip to Aldi's. That beet slice slipped off the fork. Throughout it all, I've been occasionally doing a launch here and there on the Burrito Bison Lancia Libre game. I'm just about done with that styrofoam drawing. For the cheese spatzel, it said lift the lid, which, because it didn't say peel, I interpreted as essentially ripping the whole lid off. And then putting it back on loosely. Then it said to microwave it for 6 to 7 minutes, so midpoint rule, I did 6 minutes and 30 seconds. It's currently 8:59 p.m. I was still having coffee by the time Dad got back from work and then his after-work trip to Aldi's. At around 4:30 p.m. He got some steak from Aldi's, along with those meatballs and that mac and cheese. I'm assuming that he keeps going to the same Aldi's. This is where I'm at currently in terms of the task sets on the episodic event for this game. Part of why I currently have so little coin right now is because I spent 5 million in order to activate this research technology, but that doesn't mean I can place down any halfling farms because I haven't activated this research technology yet, because activating this one cost me a whole bunch of mana that I only just now managed to gather over the past 2 to 3 days. So for the time being, I just have this for the halfling settlement. And the current quest I'm on for it, for that storyline, for the chapter I'm currently on, the Halflings chapter, it requires that I place and accept trade offers. Which is something I don't really particularly feel like doing for the time being. And this is where I'm at currently for the minigame, although that daily exclusive looks promising. Nice, I'm glad I got that. It's a 2x4 building. I wonder... looks like I could potentially make some room for it, although then it would be in the way of upgrading the main hall. If I put that new building over there. Well, these meatballs are pretty good. Because they have a sort of sweet taste to them, Swedish meatballs was what came to mind first when thinking about these meatballs, although I'm pretty sure Swedish meatballs are covered in a sort of gravy. Around the time I got up today, I had the zinc / olive oil water. This is the magnesium water. I had the zinc olive oil water in a cup like this, only it was blue instead of green. I think maybe around 11:20. I took it out of the fridge, let it sit out for about 10 minutes, and then I took the provided black plastic knife that Dad left next to that blue glass plastic in the fridge. Let it sit out for 10 minutes before I use that plastic knife to stir the olive oil, and it worked just fine. From that point on, the olive oil was no longer congealed, so it was perfectly fine to drink. In acquiring this province, I'll gain access to a gemstone deposit, and I'll be boosted. I'll use this victory expansion right here in order to place down a jewelry manufacturer. Just have to finish the battles, finish taking over the sectors through conquest in that province. And this is where I'm at currently in terms of the minigame for that ongoing event. Today, sometime in the evening, I finally did something I considered doing for the past few days, and started my first settlement quest line. In this case, I went for the Viking settlement. And here's where I'm at currently for the quest line for that settlement. I started it because I figured that I could use the additional rewards I would get for completing that settlement. In terms of that Lancia Libre game, Burrito Bison, I've thought of it every now and then for the past couple days, but I feel that you should view the speedometer as your health bar. Because at a certain point below speed, it becomes difficult to keep going, and you have to be going at a certain speed in order to break through those giant cookie doors. And the required speed increases with each subsequent door. Yeah, this is pretty good.